Some people have asked us why we created the perfect throw.
The perfect throw is an arm path trainer where the drill is the instruction. Where when you're doing it in a rhythmic, repeatable motion where it gives instant feedback so you can self-adjust and align your throw to be healthy, relaxed, and purposeful in every throw, and understand how the arcs create whip. So what we see is there's this common theme in throwers where they're lifting as they're turning. They're lifting, and you'll see this drifting away, right?
Yep.
This drifting away from the arm. And so what we wanted to create was a device where it trains the thrower where they get to come in, so inside of this healthy angle 90,
Yep.
and when they rotate, the ball wants to throw itself, as other people said.
We've seen a lot of success putting this in athletes' hands of just letting their body start to organize itself and give them a chance to feel the movement pattern and the arm path that we talk about and we think is so right for our athletes. So it's been really great to see that work for those guys.
Yeah, and we've given it to beginners, kids. And kids, it's good because there's static positions that you like dots, like when you're connecting the dots,
Right.
and it's really useful. And another thing that's really good for is you're giving it to an athlete, a professional. Like I've given it to professional athletes, we've given it to college athletes, we've given it to high school athletes. And sometimes they know their throw, but it gives them more understanding of the arm path.
Yeah, the fun part for me is the aha moment where they feel the ball past their spine and they wait long enough to now start to make their rotation towards their target.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really fun to see that work for guys.
Yeah, that whip, the rev, right? That
The rev.
Right when it comes in, that rev that happens, and then the ball just catapults out.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see, and we've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of happy customers, I guess, or just people we want to help throw. Really,
Yeah.
just saying that they've tried a lot of different things, and this, because it's rhythmic and repeatable,
Mm-hmm.
they're able to work on it over and over again and really start to feel how the body works together to give them their perfect throw.
Yeah. Some of the inspirations that this came from throwing, obviously, in sports, wanting to help people, seeing injuries and people not hurting themselves, but getting hurt in their throw. Also, martial arts was a big thing, and trying to change the mindset, because the people, we believe in baseball and softball and throwing across that, and I've heard all the time, if you throw, you're gonna break.
Right.
And no, there's a healthy way to throw. There's different reasons we don't feel good when we're throwing, but movement pattern and understanding our movement pattern and our arm path is a big reason why.
Yeah, people are doing different drills and just throwing more and think they're going to feel better, but how about really focusing on how the path of the arm works through different ranges of motion and different body types and different velocities and strengths. So this across the board for me has been made my life easier as a coach.
Yes, me
And
too.
sometimes we're trying to teach those things, and putting an object in their hand that's not a baseball sometimes gets that out of them. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, and what I was taught is we train from the ground up, and I agree that the body is where the engine, and that's where the power is.
It plays
That's
a
the
huge
power.
part. Yeah.
But if I don't understand my arm, and I build an engine, and my arm's back here, I'm just putting stress on my joints,
Right.
And we're not here to create one throw. It's not one throw. It's your throw, but the joints have to move in a certain way. In like a wringing out of a wet towel, they call it coiling through the joint, where it's healthy, and so this helps the athletes understand that. So we build the arm path. That's why we say first focus on the arm path. Understand the have to. Like the arm is the have to. Like if I'm gonna shoot a rocket into space, and say the body's the engine, right? I'm shooting the rocket, and it's coming up, and I shoot it here, it's not gonna go in the right place.
Yeah.
So I have to wait till it gets there to shoot it off.
Yeah.
So same, like I gotta wait. Okay, now it's ready. Boom, let it eat. So
Yeah, and on that same thing too, if the rocket can't handle the explosion or the thrust,
can't handle it. Yeah.
right, that thing falls apart, and now the explosion or that rev,
Yeah.
right, it can't be supported. So
Yeah.
the arm path is so
You
important.
gotta understand your arm path. So it's kind of top-down theory a little
For
bit.
sure, yeah.
Kind of top-down, but it's arm path. Understand. If I could just give you a little personal experience, I threw professionally for 12 years, and after my playing career, I look back like, man, my shoulder hurt all the time. Why did it hurt? But I figured out how to recover. I figured out how to eat. I figured out how to work out so I could manage the pain, because I thought it was supposed to be there. When I became a coach, I went and saw another pitching coach, Caleb Balbuena, out in Sacramento, and he showed me this arm path. He's like, no, you got to throw like you're throwing around a tree. I was like, what? Like there's a tree in front of you, come in to go out. I was like, around a tree, but I did it, and I took it to my Tai Chi, I took it to my Qigong practice.
Right.
And then now, you know, collaborating with you, we've created this perfect throw that helps athletes understand their arm path, because you develop that and then you understand, okay, I just need to power the arm path.
Right, and for me, like being an infielder and a catcher, those two arcs that are happening kind of happened naturally for me and didn't even realize it. And really, I've never had any arm, problems whatsoever. And even now with my athletes, sometimes I don't pick up a ball for 3 or 4 days, and then I'm throwing, 150, 200 feet with different guys, and the next day I'm fine and I'm able to handle that. So, even for us as coaches, it's been great.
Yes, and I like to point that out. Like you're just one example, but he already threw correctly, and he already felt good all the time, but he didn't understand why. So doing this, following some videos, looking at some instruction, understanding what's good for your arm, then you're like, oh, now I know why it's good and why my arm path is good, so now maybe I can make it not better, but add more power somehow, or where's the power added to the throw. Right. So we'll continue to add that in the content, but know where your power is, know where, when do I throw hard, what does it mean to throw hard, where does velocity come from, where does accuracy come from, how do I get out in front, what does out in front mean, all these different things that we're taught as throwers, as pitchers, in softball and cricket, in baseball, and even in water polo.
Right, and a lot of different sports. And there's a lot of guys that have great arm paths out there and throw really well, but imagine they knew exactly what was happening and they can make that even better. So, we think the sky's the limit. I know we do. We talk about it all the time. But this has been a really fun process for us.
We really want to help. And there's, like, we were talking to a water polo coach the other day, and he said some guys cut the ball, right, and the ball spins and they cut it. They can't get through the ball. And it's the same in baseball. I see it, the guys cut the ball. Well, they cut the ball, where's the finish coming from? Well, the release point, everyone said, change your release, get out, get out. I was like, no, it's a result. That's the effect. Right? That's the effect, where the cause is back here in the arm path. If I have a long arm and I use my body, now I'm not going to be able to get out in front, and I'm going to cut the ball off.
Yeah.
If I bring the hand inside at 90, then I rotate. Now it just naturally comes through the ball, and I can get to the inside of the baseball.
Right.
So rather than changing the release point, I change where I came from in the sequencing, and now that just happens naturally. No thought has to be there, and now all my pitches happen. So even talking to this water polo player, it's the same, right? So in water polo and all different types of sports, this is kind of transitioning and connecting to those.
Yeah, and because this gives you the freedom of movement for each individual body, each individual athlete, there's just so many different ways to feel the same thing that we're talking about. And this really puts you in a lot of good movement patterns, again, where you get to that moment where you're like, oh, that's what it's supposed to feel like. So, we continue, and we're so passionate about the arm path and creating healthy throwers.
Yeah, 100%. We're just here to help. We have a phone number on our website. We got all kinds of social media. So
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
It comes right to our phone. So we're like consultations, send us video, anything. We're here to help you guys, help baseball and softball and cricket and water polo and these throwing worlds of throwing sports. Understand the arm path, understand what is actually happening, and how can we create healthy mindset and a healthy movement pattern so that everyone can enjoy sport. Because once you feel good, now you go out and play. You say you can't make the team in the training room, right? So
can't make the club in the tub, right?
Yeah. So it's about having fun and feeling good and getting out there. But you don't feel good. It's like, I just want to feel good. So, we just really want to help. We really want to, get the message out. And this is just one tool that we've found very, very beneficial. We've created 2 different. Right, what is the one you're holding?
So this is the original.
Yeah.
This is a little bit longer for a bigger athlete. It's 18 inches long. So this is a little bit bigger, unit, which makes you have to wait a little bit longer. So this has been really good with the larger athletes.
Yeah.
But we also have the shorty, which Verge is holding, which you can use.
So this is the shorty
for both athletes.
So we say for kids under 4 feet, because it's a shorter implement. They're smaller. It's all about the lever system, right? So the longer lever, like he says, makes you wait longer. The shorter lever, it's a little quicker. So if you're normal, like if you're an adult size athlete or a teenager, this would be useful in like a quicker fashion. But we're not training quick, we're training patterns. And we found that the longer one just across the board is really beneficial for all athletes above 4 feet. So
Awesome.
yeah. So we hope you enjoy the perfect throw. If you have any questions, you can text us at 321-234-4717. You can email us or check us out at revolutionthrowing.com.
And check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We
Yeah.
have all those different sites to reach out to us. And we love to talk throwing. So shoot us a message, shoot us a video. Be happy to help you guys out.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks.